A series of Western sanctions will cost Russia 15 years of economic success and 30 years of integration, according to the Institute of International Finance, IIF. In their analysis published on June 8, experts of IIF, based in Washington, USA, forecast that the Russian economy will shrink 15% this year and another 3% next year. It means that Moscow's economic achievements over the past 15 years will be wiped out, the IIF report reads. The IIF is a global financial association founded in 1983 by 38 banks in industrialized countries in response to the international debt crisis of the early 1980s. The organization now has nearly 450 members, including investment banks, insurance companies, asset management funds, in 70 countries around the world. The IIF said the impact of Western sanctions on Russia could change, as more sanctions are being added and Moscow can respond, especially in the energy sector. Alina Rybakova, an economist at the IIF, said Moscow could suffer more damage if it continued its military campaign in Ukraine, but sanctions would not take effect soon, one way. The expert group also noted that some of the heaviest consequences of this economic war are not yet apparent. Sanctions are tearing apart global value chains and Russia's 30 years of investment and connection to Europe, Rybakova said. Since March, Russia has become the most embargoed country in the world with more than 5,000 different sanctions, more than Iran, Venezuela, Myanmar and Cuba combined. The U.S. led the wave of sanctions targeting Russia with 1,194 orders, followed by Canada, 908 orders, and Switzerland, 824 orders. Financial sanctions have cut off Russia's ability to pay its foreign debt. Meanwhile, rising prices and the withdrawal of foreign businesses are reducing domestic demand, thereby blurring Russia's short-term as well as medium and long-term economic prospects, IIF emphasized. Russia has not commented on this information. Russian President Vladimir Putin earlier asserted that Western sanctions could not weaken Russia, and said Moscow would take corresponding countermeasures against unfriendly countries. Russia has so far cut off gas supplies to 5 European countries, citing that these countries do not accept contract payments in rubles at the request of Moscow.